Voice amplifiers to check out. This is their model 398. Looks kind of interesting. So let's open the box and see what we get inside this thing. So I've done quite a few reviews for them, and I'm sure there'll probably be more too. So continue to stay tuned. Anyways, so I've had a few of their amplifiers already. Some really decent, others not so great. But you know, you get that sort of thing happening in life, right? And that's why we have YouTube. And so we want to see what we got here. We've got a USB power supply. Oh, we got Type-C. Nice. Looks just like an Apple brick, except it's not Apple logoed. I wonder, should Apple switch to black bricks? Even black cables? That would be cool. Anyways, so we do have a strap. They've definitely upped the game on the quality of their strap connections. And the strap quality is actually really good on these too. So I've had no issues. So that's really well made. So key point, bonus. We've got our USB-C to USB-C charge cable. So the nice thing about this too is not only can you charge this device, but you can also use this cable, say if you have, like me, an iPad Air 4, and it's like, oh, where'd my USB cable go, man? Like, seriously. And it is USB-C on this iPad. And it's like, oh, got one right here. Nice. So, and as far as the charger goes, what are we looking at for wattage on this thing? Well, we got 3 amps. So we've definitely got lots of amperage. So yeah, we could actually charge the iPad Air 4 with this. There's plenty of amperage for that. So that would make a good replacement if your original Apple one even died. So you can share it. That's really cool. We've got our audio cable, double-ended, 1/8" stereo. So you can hook up like another device, like an external CD player, tape player if you wanted to. Yeah, so for the millennials out there, yeah, we had cassettes back then. I actually have a video on that, but in case you don't know what a cassette is, that would be one of these things. And this case is empty, but there we go. So there's your cassette, and that goes into a machine that plays music. Nice, eh? Nostalgic stuff. Anyhow, so let's continue seeing what else we got here. We've got the headset. And yeah, they have stepped up the game on their headsets. Very nice spongy on there for the wind resistor. And let's just we're gonna fire this up initially and just see what the main sound is like, and then we're gonna recharge this thing. We're gonna come back and I'm gonna put some files on here for playback, and you know, just to see what it's like for you guys, and then we'll talk more in depth about it. So we've got microphone input, auxiliary input, like I said, for those, you know, other devices like, you know, CD players and whatnot. USB, so you can put stuff on a USB stick here, and of course our DC int C port. And we've got some pretty good heavy duty clamps on this one. That's really cool. Oh, and a rotary on and off. This is getting a little on the nostalgic side. You know, it actually looks like an old-fashioned camera, you know? Except it doesn't stick way out like that with like a lens. But it kind of looks like that. It's like, that's kind of neat. And turn it on, it says hi. There we go. Of course, we have our mode switch button, as well as our fast forwards, pause, that sort of jazz. Record. So you can actually record on this thing right to your USB stick as well. So if you're doing some sort of a conference type thing, or you just want to record some stuff, like, you know, chit chat and talk about your day, maybe do an audio track for your next video, right? You've got this, you can record that just as you're walking around with this thing. One, two, 1, 2. So right away, we just turn it on and we've got audio. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 1, 2. That is full blast. So you always want to have the microphone a little bit away from you, okay, at least about 2 inches from your mouth. But yeah, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty loud. Very cool. So what's our mode button do? So we have Bluetooth. So you can pair a Bluetooth device like your phone or iPad with music on it, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So one of these is definitely going to be for our USB and straight out mic, of course. Then we do have a record system on here, so let me just get back to the original first menu here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Rotate. So yeah, I guess it's just this one and the Bluetooth. Then we can hit the record button, but we don't have anything in here. But see what happens here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So there's no recordable media. Let's grab a USB stick, which I should have one right here. And we plug it into the side, like so. It's found the USB. Well, welcome to the party. 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 So we'll have to figure out playback on this. This is not reading the instructions yet. Okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is going to go off camera for a bit, so it'll be instant for you. I'm going to read the instructions, find out how to actually run the recording and the playback of it. So we turn it on here. So this is starting the recording, and there we go. It's actually doing the recording. So we held it too long, so it is a quick push. So while that's doing that, we're talking into all this and making a bunch of ruckus. Okay, so start recording, screen displays. Yep, okay, got that. Short press again on the button, or short press of this button to quit. So we should be able to just do that and play. So we don't hit play. How to play the recording. Okay, so should be this one. Fast stop, and then long press. So I'm guessing it didn't pick us up on the microphone. Maybe the microphone was too far from us. So let's just turn it off, turn back on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so fast press. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to my world, my children. I am your ruler after all. Okay, so we're just going to talk for a few seconds here. And just reading as we're going. You actually, I need a magnifying glass. You might not, but I need a magnifying glass. Okay. Short press there to short press the M or short press the R button to quit recording. The recording file is saved. Long press of R button to play recording file. Okay. So, let's try. Okay, that stopped. Switched modes too on us. Okay, so welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Welcome to my world, my children. I am your ruler after all. So I guess we're just going to talk for a few seconds here and just reading as we're going. You can actually, I need a magnifying glass. You might not, but I need a magnifying glass. Okay. Short press, there, to short press the M or short press the R button to quit recording. Recording file is saved. Long press of R button to, and we can pause that. Play recording file. Okay. Or so we should be able to stop this. Try. Welcome, 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 welcome to my world, my children. Pause. I am your ruler after all. Stop. So, a little bit longer press on the record button, you can stop the recording. I actually still want to go back and put some stuff on the disc separately and play it back through. Or we'll actually, either that or I'll see if I can find my CD player and we'll plug it into the side. We'll figure it out. Anyways, in the meantime, it's instant for you. Don't go away. And we're back, and we opted out to actually just put some files on here, and of course it's stuff that's my music. This way I stay out of trouble with YouTube. So I've got the stick here, and we're going to just plug it into the side. I see with new eyes, I feel with a new heart, I touch with new hands, and I hear with new ears, and I know. So, that works for playing your MP3s right off your stick. Just plug it in and it starts going. I love that. That's awesome. Alright, so, what else do we need to know about this thing? Let's see what else it tells us. It tells us how to play music via Bluetooth, of course. You're going to have to pair a Bluetooth device. And that's not going to be an issue. How to play music via the U-disc, we already did that and figured it out. That was pretty simple. Auxiliary cable, of course, you're going to have to plug one end of this cable into the machine. And it'll automatically come up with auxiliary because it senses the cable being plugged in, and then just plug your device in, be it a tape player, a CD player, maybe even your old iPhone. If you have an old iPhone or an iPad that has a headphone jack on it, you want to really amp it up through this. This is great for that. And because it's rechargeable, you know, you can take this thing anywhere and get hours worth of music play. Now, I'll say this, it's pretty clean sounding. It's really decent. And it's got a really good sized speaker in there. That's at least, again, you guys know how I feel about that sort of thing with wattage, and, you know, you need decibels to go along with that all the time. Let's just unplug, plug back in. There's full blast. I see. So it is loud and it is clean, even at full blast. It's like it's not breaking up. I mean, that's decent. So let's try something here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm actually sitting really close to this, you know, and it's not feedbacking. Some of the other units that they sent me, when I was this close and full blast, it would feedback. So it's a whole thing of how things are done with the mic, how well the speaker is, resistance to feedback. Alright, and now it's pointing right at me and it's going to feedback a bit, so let's plug this in. New hands, and I hear with new ears, and I know Jesus loves me, and I know He died for me willingly. His heart on the cross at Calvary, and His blood cleanses me. So I can sing along with that just fine at full blast. I can actually hear myself over top of the music.